This is always a game of consequence.
Well, I think we know what we're in for, whatever the circumstances that exist when these two meet. Losing really isn't an option, making this another intense, feisty clash, which should keep everyone on edge. The fans are more nervous than the players, to me, confirming an atmosphere of angst. Try telling them there's nothing riding on this.
So we're up and running. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Well, a lot has been said, Peter, about this guy, Julian Alvarez. I remember him from his breakout performance back in 2020 in the group stages of Latin America's greatest club competition, where I'm pretty sure I remember he got 5 goals and an assist. Now, back then, I saw him as a very versatile forward who can play anywhere across the line. So this is a great guy to have in your squad.
Well, quite no argument from me on that one. Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
Valverde. Tchouaméni. Valverde. Rudiger. Valverde. Tchouaméni shifted upfield. Carvajal. Oh, it's a searing run. He is a man on a mission. Well, the movement is slick. The speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. And here's Mbappe. And here's Vinicius Junior. Rodrigo, and he shoots! Well, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
Tchouaméni plays it short. Now it's Tchouaméni. Oh, it's a foul. It could be a penalty. So a big chance now from 12 yards.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
Oh, he's missed it. He's missed it.
Oh, Peter, I'm not a great reader of body language, but I didn't like the way he walked up to that.
Gets it away. Carvajal. Tchouaméni. And it's played forward. Great defending, strong and determined. Lobbed in behind. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Played in by Lookman. Camavinga. Howson. And that's really well manoeuvred. They get a throw in. And it's Koke. And here's Griezmann. Bina. Tchouaméni. Forwards and with intent. And now the breakaway. He is through here. Llorente. Lookman. Llorente. Aim forwards. Solid defending. Refused to be outmuscled. Lookman absolutely focused then on the defensive side of his game.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
Rudiger. Valverde. Rudiger. Rudiger, gently done. Barrios. Koke. Moved on forwards. Rudiger. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Camavinga. Valverde. Valverde, gently done. Alvarez. Lookman proving a very adept defender. It was a good tackle too.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
Calmly anticipates. Lookman. Koke. Bina. And here's Griezmann. Bina. It's been a pretty frantic start. A lot of front foot pressing. Played down the flank. Llorente. And he has been fouled there. And it's Llorente. And here's Llorente. Played it again. And he's there to clear it.
Well, they're clearly focusing on that right side, Peter. That's where the crosses are coming from, where the danger lies. Marcos Llorente clearly looking the key component now with the concentration on width. Really aren't convincing right now. It has to start in defence, but the whole team needs a wake-up call.
Bina cuts it out. Koke. And it's played forward. Clearly not happy with that. Played back to the goalkeeper. Tchouameni. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Griezmann. Koke. And the pass is intercepted. And they can counter here. Rodrigo forwards and with intent. He's got away. Vinicius Junior! And that's really well manoeuvred.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
And it's Llorente. Lookman looking to run onto it. Llorente. And that's very disappointing, it has to be said. Howson. Valverde. Howson played over towards the opposite flank. Pass just lacking in accuracy. Looks as though there's been a call to arms here for those 6-foot plenties to head towards the penalty area.
Yeah, they've got plenty targets awaiting, so they'll be looking to get on the end of anything that gets played into the box.
Griezmann. And here's Griezmann. And here's Barrios. Alvarez! Oh, that was no routine save.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner. That's not going far. Rudiger aimed forwards. Now it's Mbappe. Lovely feet. Oh, it's come loose. Oh, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. And he cuts out the supply. Rudiger. Valverde. No goals as yet. Tchouaméni. Rudiger. Valverde. Tchouaméni played out towards the right wing. Ah, it looks a good ball through. Ah, this looks sharp. Well timed, excellent interception. Valverde. Camavinga. And it's Carvajal. That's good defending, very good defending. Rodrigo with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick. Lenormand. Barrios. Valverde. Rudiger. Tchouaméni. Valverde chasing after it. Koke wins the duel this time. Lenormand. Jimenez. Koke. Baina. Oh, he's caught him there. It's a free kick. And they've got rid. Carvajal. And here's Valverde. Turns and goes back. And he's well positioned here. Tchouaméni. Pablo Barrios does really well to win the ball there. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Whistle's gone, that's foul. Mbappe. There's the shot! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Valverde clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
And the shot! Denied by an instinctive save.
Carvajal is offering a wry smile there.
Llorente cuts out the pass. Howson. Tchouaméni. Tchouaméni shifted upfield. Jimenez. Barrios. Lenormand. Moved on forwards. And he's picked out the run. Mbappe. Oh, that's horribly mistimed. And it's given. Penalty. So a big, big chance now from 12 yards.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score. And obviously he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
One 0 Never any doubt. A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
You know, he would have been embarrassed had the keeper held his position then.
A 1-0 lead established.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition.
And it's played forward. Griezmann. Griezmann with the cross. And it's hoisted clear. Time and again they are repelled. Koke played with John, surely! No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
Beautifully worked to take the defence out of the picture, but there'll be no rush to see the replay on this.
It's Griezmann! He's done very well to get to that.
Griezmann actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
And the counter is on. And it's Barrios. Header! That needed to be better, and he knows it.
You really could have done with engaging those crossers much higher up the pitch there. This isn't good defending.
Oh, easy pickings there. Baina. Barrios. He's gone down, but the referee just tells him to get back up again. Do have a chance to counter here. Llorente gets over and intercepts. Koke. Howson makes the interception. Pablo Barrios, forwards and with intent. And it's a corner. And it's been taken short. There are a few waiting for it. He's on it. Can he get a chance? Howson. Carvajal. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. He's in space and looking for options. And it's Valverde. And that's really well manoeuvred. Alvarez. Carvajal. And here's Rodrigo. Showing good feet. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
He just needed to be quicker then. This defence won't give you time to second-guess yourself.
Tries a deft little ball. And he's cut it out. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Jimenez. Keeper's got good distance on that. And that has been cut short. Chouameni aimed forwards. Moved on forwards. That's a good run down the left. Pablo Barrios. Oh, good play on the left-hand side here. Howson getting this one clear. Koke. Now it's Barrios. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. He's had a crack. Oh, it's a stunning goal! A finish right from the top draw. That was beautiful. Something close to genius. That has certainly made things interesting.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop. Just get back up the pitch and level the scores again. This is cracking stuff.
Valverde. Oh, nicely intercepted. And that's put paid to a promising move. Tchouaméni. He's in plenty of space here. He can get that clear. What a throw in. And it's played forward. Koke. Barrios. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Barrios. Lenormand. Baina. Mbappe. Lenormand. And that's really well manoeuvred. Now that's well seen too. Camavinga, forwards and with intent.
Mbappe really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Baina gets it clear. And here's Valverde. Oh, that's nice. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Good spell of possession this, but very little to show for it. Lenormand, gently done. Could be danger here. Alvarez. Griezmann! Great effort, beautifully taken.
Oh, the technical control was exquisite. The pummeled attempt was exasperating.
And back to the goalkeeper. Jimenez. Rodrigo. He's found a way through. Now who's going to be first to this? Lovely bit of skill. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Griezmann aimed forwards. Now, what about a counter-attack? Now it's Alvarez. Rudiger. Valverde. Rudiger. Tchouaméni. Valverde. Carvajal. Howson. Played towards the other side. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Vinicius Junior. Valverde. And here's Mbappe. Valverde. It's run loose here. Can he spark a counter here? Llorente. Lookman. Llorente. Valverde. Moved on forwards. Rudiger. Valverde. Rudiger. Out of play for a throw. Intercepts the throw. That's well read. Now it's Mbappe. Now then, the ball's come loose. Vinicius Junior is fouled.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. Mbappe! Mbappe is magnificent! A true beauty of a goal, so brilliantly executed. Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Jimenez. Lookman. Biner. That's a nicely weighted pass. Llorente. Ah, such a clever touch. And across it goes. And that has been knocked clear. Nice control. Out to the right. Llorente. Camavinga getting this one clear. Now it's Llorente. Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. And Alvarez! Oh, split-second reaction.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
It's a clearance, but not much of one. Koke. And it's Llorente. Now it's Koke. Out for a throw. And a shot! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Alvarez really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Rudiger is there, and he can get that clear. Koke. The muscular approach does pay off here. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. He's gone for it! Camavinga clears it away. Chouameni tries to clear. Could move up a gear here. And the referee brings the first half to a close. Are leading 2-1, but things are very much in the balance here.
It's kind of a hard...
And the second half gets underway. Koke. Baina. Jimenez. Llorente. And it's Baina. Lookman. Alvarez. Proves too strong. Vinicius Junior. Valverde. And here's Vinicius Junior. And here's Mbappe. Cleared away. Chouameni. Valverde. Rudiger. Camavinga. And it's played forward. No, it's come to nothing. Rudiger. Carvajal. And back to the keeper they go. Barrios. Lenormand. And it's Griezmann. Barrios. Alvarez. He's away! A chance to play it in. Griezmann. It's a threatening ball. Shapes to shoot! And that was very necessary. They've played it short. That's very neat. Played into the middle. And it's kept out by a stubborn defence. Pablo Barrios. Mbappe. Valverde. Chouameni. Howson. And that's really well manoeuvred. Carvajal. Howson. Valverde. Rudiger. And it's Baina. And claimed it back swiftly. He's in! Chance for a shot! It's in! They are right back in business. Just gorgeous. The most glorious, delicious of touches, followed up with an unerring finish. Quite a thriller this one's become.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Camavinga. Howson. Valverde. Rudiger shifted upfield. Koke. Bina. Oh, that's a nice ball. Lookman. Oh, looks like... Oh, smashing header! Whistle's gone and the referee has given a penalty. And that really is the last thing they wanted to do. A lot of furious gesticulation, but it is never going to make the referee overturn a decision. The comeback is complete. Not a twitch, not a blink.
Well, he dipped into a world of focus then and dismissed any distraction.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
And it's Valverde. And here's Vinicius Junior. Valverde. Looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Bina gets his final warning.
I don't think you need to be an expert lip reader to know what's being said here.
Oh, brilliant stop from Oblak. Oh, smart save. He had plenty to do.
Well, I thought his starting position was good, and that helped the keeper to judge the flight of the ball and deal with it well.
It's a throw-in. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Pablo Barrios. Oh, that's surely a foul. Free kick. Griezmann is sporting a guilty look after that.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Oblak claims comfortably. He steps in, and that's the end of that.
Alvarez really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Looking to break at pace. Koke. Howson. Well, they are still trailing, and they require a change of fortune pretty sharpish. And it's Valverde. And there's the shot! That's really well cleared. Carvajal. Valverde caresses it through. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Has crossed it. Goes for the header! Danger averted for now. Llorente. Oh, there's a probing ball. Well read, nice interception. He's coming under serious pressure here.
Yeah, as you'd expect, Peter, that defence ought to know when to step up or drop off, and they finally made a decision to get tighter.
Griezmann. Lenormand aimed forwards. Played out to the right. Llorente. Oh, that's well done. Really robust. Llorente has been caught there. It's a foul. Well, that's a booking. Always looked it. Llorente. Moved on forwards. Yeah, he's offering an apology for that. He needed to deliver a better ball. Vinicius Junior. Out to the left it goes. That's good play. Can he deliver? Cross goes in there. Lenormand is there and he can get that clear. And it's Tchouaméni. And here's Rodrigo.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
They're coming again and again.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Can he finish? Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Griezmann attempts a clearance. Valverde. He's shooting! The pressing's intense and it's paid off. Camavinga. Valverde. And here's Mbappe. The referee's awarded a free kick.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning. Mbappe! Brilliant! That is a gem! An absolute gem! Oh, that is a bit special. Clinical. Just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
Well, he's been on a crusade, and his first goal seemed to just whet the appetite.
So all square and not for the first time.
Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw, they're back to square one again. The manager will be absolutely delighted with such a response.
And it's hoisted clear. Tchouaméni, and it's played forward. Rodrigo. Alvarez. Lenormand. Jimenez. Bina. Jimenez forwards and with intent. Howson gets over and intercepts. Vinicius Junior. Vinicius Junior. Lenormand does really well to win the ball there.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Rodrigo, oh, good spread. Hit into the middle. And that has been knocked clear. Jimenez can get it clear. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Vinicius Junior! It's there! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Vinicius Junior demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here. Look at the way that backline is coming under serious pressure. High pressing that's being applied with real pace too.
Yeah, can see that.
They need to persist. It's exactly what they have to keep doing.
And that's really well manoeuvred. And he welcomes it in. Well cut out. No margin for error there at all. And that is as far as they're going to go. Lenormand. Koke. Jimenez, gently done. Oh, a delicate chip through. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Lenormand. Jimenez. And it's played forward. Baina. Koke. Llorente. Lookman. And it's lofted through here. That's a good ball. It's Griezmann! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Well, I can understand why his thinking was that way inclined.
Pablo Barrios wins the duel this time. Barrios. Koke. Alvarez takes a shot! And that has been knocked clear. And it's Barrios. Baina. Llorente. Oh, they can break here. Strong running down that left flank. Camavinga. Llorente, forwards and with intent. Vinicius Junior. And here's Camavinga. Now it's some... He's having a shot! Just off target. Tchouaméni goes short. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Yeah, he's fouled him there. Oh, a very decent attempt. And it's Barrios. Llorente. Howson gets it away. Now it's Rodrigo. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Now it's Rodrigo. Rodrigo! All black. Long ball by the goalkeeper. Tchouaméni. Valverde. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Mbappe! Decent enough try.
Mbappe certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
Cuts out the pass. Howson. Rudiger. Rudiger shifted upfield. Koke producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. That looks a good ball through. Now it's Barrios. Real chance! That's going to go a long way.
I'll tell you, Peter, the keeper owes him big time there. He's lucky his mate was wide awake to that.
It's out for a goal kick. Lenormand. Tchouaméni. Looking here to chip it through. He's had a shot! It's in! 2 up now, and they are cruising. Oh, a goal of real quality. He made it look ridiculously easy.
Well, most of those go high and wide because of their difficulty. He made it look like he does it every day.
He's got 4. That is remarkable. So the lead now is 2. Lenormand. Barrios. Chouameni. Valverde. Vinicius Junior. Over to the left. Delivered in. No, that's overhit. Succumbs to the pressure. Chouameni, aim forwards. Valverde. Chouameni. Camavinga. Tries a measured ball. Carvajal. Played in by Danny Carvajal. Llorente. It's all a little short of forward momentum, lacking thrust. Moved on forwards. Vinicius Junior gets a good foot in there. Pablo Barrios tries to dink it through. And it's gone back to the keeper. Rudiger. Valverde. Camavinga. Can he latch onto this? Rodrigo. Cross deflected behind for a corner. Chouameni with the short one. And it's Carvajal. Carvajal. Valverde. Oh, that's neat. Now here's the delivery. And the keeper has it. Jimenez makes the interception. Barrios. And that's really well manoeuvred. Griezmann. No foul, says the referee. And here's Griezmann. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Rudiger. Hausen. Camavinga. Chouameni. Pablo Barrios. Alvarez. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. And it's been taken short. He is just caressing the ball. And he's there to get it away. Throw in. Jimenez. Lenormand. Koke. Barrios. Lenormand, gently done. Howson. Camavinga. Carvajal. Valverde. Rudiger. Howson. And that's a throw-in. Koke. And it's Griezmann. Picks it up out wide. Calmly anticipates. Carvajal. Camavinga. Camavinga. Forwards and with intent. 5 minutes left on the clock. Camavinga. Chouameni. Delicate ball, and it needs to be. Oblak breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Koke. Koke played into space. That is a great pick out. Takes a shot! Sticks it away! With so little time left, grandstand finish!
Yeah, a fantastic run and a fantastic pass to play him in. Both needed to be timed to perfection, and they were.
This is threatening to become a really good game. Valverde. I think we're just about done here. Chouameni, who's set up one goal so far. Valverde. Rudiger. Carvajal. Camavinga, aim forwards. Koke. Barrios. And reclaimed it in a trice. Is offering some sort of an apology there.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Howson. Chouameni. Oh, can he get onto this? Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Rodrigo. Oh, that's a clever-looking ball.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Chouameni. Carvajal. Rudiger. Chouameni. Valverde. Griezmann. And here's Alvarez. Alvarez. Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. Can he finish? It really is now or never. They need a goal however it comes. Koke, that's a delicate pass. There will be 4 extra minutes. And it's Baina. Barrios. Pablo Barrios. Shifted up. And the finish! Quite brilliant from Griezmann!
Well, Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
Now some movement on the bench, and we are going to see a change.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
All square again into the dying minutes.
They seem to have lost their sense of direction. It should be higher up the pitch.
Oh, that's clear cut. It's a free kick. And he's going to have his name taken. Howson. They'll have one final crack at it. Carvajal. Valverde. Mbappe. Cleared without complication. Well, there is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
And here's Camavinga. Oblak gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. Mbappe wins the duel this time. Barrios. And it's played forward. Surlot. And a shot! Surlot! And again the keeper stands strong. Camavinga. There's the whistle, and it is going to penalties.
Well, I think many on that pitch were ready for the final whistle to come, so let's hope that there's still plenty of energy about.
So we've gone